I'm Sergeant Stubbe of the Army Special Operations Command. In 2006, my vehicle exploded in the Battle of Sperwan Gar in Operation Medusa of southwest Afghanistan. Since then, it's been a hard time recovering, healing up in the hospital like thousands of our servicemen and women are going through today. I'm honored to be here with Grateful Nation on the dream hunt of my lifetime. Please join me.
Servicemen and women pay the price to preserve our freedom. Join us as we reconnect wounded warriors with their roots as American sportsmen. And show our thanks as a grateful nation. Although wounded soldiers return to the home of the free as changed men and women, their passion for the outdoors remains the same. Grateful Nation gives wounded vets like Sergeant Greg Stubbe from Covington, Tennessee, a chance to restore faith in their capabilities by getting back outside and on with their lives.
When I was asked to do this show, it just really touched my heart. Being a former veteran, being able to give back to the veterans that are coming back home to the United States. When you have been there with military and you meet someone else from the military, there's a camaraderie. It's almost like a fraternity of brotherhood. You know, and the name of the show, Grateful Nation, you know what? I feel so much gratitude to these guys.
Now on Grateful Nation, Sergeant Greg Stubbe and I will hunt with Sawtooth Mountain Outfitters in British Columbia. Sawtooth's territory spreads across 1/3 pristine acres, holding the prized Shiras moose. The rugged mountain terrain that the moose inhabits means it can only grow to about 2/3 the size of the enormous Alaska Yukon subspecies, but it's still one of the most sought-after trophies in North America.
We're out here in main camp now, and we're going to head over into this general area to do some hunting.
One thing I know from the military is when you see this many lines that close together, that's some serious terrain.
Now, Rick, just so you're aware, he sustained some pretty severe injuries in Afghanistan. If at any time you feel uncomfortable, you'll be vocal about that, correct?
Sure, and I am still bouncing back. It's in my best interest to stay on the safe side.
We should probably head out, get them horses loaded, and get going.
Go. Show me the way. After several days of direct engagement with the Taliban during Operation Medusa, we were closing in on a final objective. There was a hilltop named Sperwan Gar. As we climbed that hill, I was blown up by an improvised explosive device.
He was very severely injured, and I honestly didn't think that he was going to survive because I was with him right after he was injured.
When that happened, I was burned. Large pieces of shrapnel went through my body, severed my right leg.
When I went to the hospital to see Greg, I walked up to him. I held his hand for just a few seconds, and I passed out. It was nothing like I'd ever seen before.
Every day was hard. It was hard because I wasn't able to be what I had prepared to be all my life. It was hard because I didn't think that I was who Donna married.
Him going through those things, I never heard him say he regretted anything.
I think that kind of action and performance is expected of an American soldier. And so while I'm honored to get the Bronze Star, I think if I wasn't willing to do those things, I shouldn't have had the uniform on. A slow, painful healing process has put me in a position to better appreciate life, to better appreciate the things that really matter. When you watch on TV, it's so rustic and charming to see people riding off on horseback. You don't see the work end of it. To see the equipment being provided me for this hunt. You know, Federal Ammo has done fantastic things for us on this trip.
Eyes and ears, everybody ready?
And it's unmistakable, the performance.
1 o'clock. 1 o'clock in the orange.
With that Burris scope and with the Seiko rifle,
Go, fire in the hole.
we were able to put rounds on target accurately.
Dead center, 12 o'clock.
You know, Beretta USA, of course I have an affinity for the people that provided the sidearm that's kept me safe all these years in the Army.
Go find a moose.
When Grateful Nation returns, Sergeant Greg Stubbe's wilderness quest for the Shiras moose in British Columbia will begin.
There's a little thing. Yeah, I got him. Man, he's huge.
Stay tuned. Grateful Nation is brought to you by Beretta. 500 years, one passion. And Federal Premium Ammunition. Every shot counts. Welcome back to Grateful Nation and Sawtooth Mountain Outfitters hunting territory in British Columbia, where Veteran Sergeant First Class Greg Stubbe's on the hunt for Shiras moose.
It's a different experience for us to take somebody out that's been putting his life on the line, and we hope that he enjoys his time out here, and we hope that we get him in position to do what he wants to do.
To give me an opportunity to hunt moose, it's the ultimate validation as a soldier to be thanked by the sector of society that I appreciate the most.
He's been hunting since he's old enough to hold a BB gun. He just loves it.
The good thing is that I'm returning to the things in nature, the activities that I love the most.
It has made him smile like I've never seen him smile before. When I see that, it makes me happy.
So did you grow up hunting as a kid?
Dad wasn't a big hunter, but the couple times he took me squirrel hunting, he demonstrated some pretty good marksmanship.
Your dad was?
Dad was in the Navy.
And you joined the Army. What's with that?
Well, you know.
Just kidding. I was an Army guy. I'm just asking because I joined the Army myself.
I got a strong calling to go into the Special Forces and just haven't turned back.
So after you got shot, you're lying there and your commander thinks that you're dead and you're cognizant of everything around you.
I could see the pain and I could see how much he was hurting for me. And I really never knew he cared to that level.
The students, your troops that you taught, excel at what they do because they basically saved your life.
At first I was worried about that. Wow, that's a very junior team. They're not going to know how to perform. And that was just untrue. Boy, did they shine. The courage that our champions out there are fighting with, our sons and daughters, brothers and sisters, they're champions.
This is what I've been waiting for really all my life, to do this.
Well, today is the first day of the rest of your life.
Let's get it on. Oh, okay. Feels great. Beautiful country. It's a little cool, brisk, real comfortable. I was amazed at how much we could carry on horseback and how far we went on horses. That's some extreme terrain out there.
When I first heard about his injuries, I expected that he'd be in a lot worse shape than he is. I don't think we'll have too much trouble. He seems quite gung-ho to do this, so it should be a good hunt.
When I saw Greg, our guide's eyes get about that big and jump off his horse, he said, he's a shooter, and I hadn't seen the moose yet.
It's a good one, you can shoot him. See, yeah, I got him. Okay. Man, he's huge. Good God.
First time I'd seen a bull moose in the wild, and what an enormous animal. Beautiful creature.
He's behind a tree there. Okay, when he comes up, you can shoot when you're ready. He's behind a tree, he's straight on to me. Yeah. When he comes up, go ahead and shoot. All right, there he goes. Okay. Okay, I'm on him, there he goes. Shoot again. I got him.
John, that's incredible. Did you see that moose? I was looking halfway up the hill. I didn't realize he was at 60 yards there.
He's huge.
Man, good shooting.
Thanks, Craig. Thank you so much. Congratulations. Wow.
Let's go have a look at it.
Can we?
Yeah, let's go.
Look at that, huh? Hey,
Good
right,
grief,
right,
that's huge.
Okay. Oh my gosh, look at that, buddy. Look at that.
That's a monstrous animal. I was humbled by it. I also thought that's going to be a lot of good eating. I was thinking about the meat.
Look at the size of that thing. Oh, that is a beaut. You got a fireplace to put him above?
Yeah, I do.
That was a hurry up and wait. I tell you, it was no hurry up and wait. There was hurry up. Pretty soon, your 3-year-old son's going to be out here with you.
Yep. Yeah.
What's he going to say when he sees this monster?
He wouldn't know what to say about this.
Oh my God.
This is so big to me, you know, being 3 years old, what would it look like? I can't believe that we're hunting mule deer on the same hunt. This is already the hunt of a lifetime.
And we've just begun.
Sergeant Greg Stubbe's wilderness quest is far from over, though. From Shiras moose, he'll move on to big Canadian mule deer as the weather changes from crisp, dry autumn air to a sky full of snow. All when we come back to this episode of Grateful Nation.
I'm Tim Abel, and you're watching Grateful Nation.
We're here with Sergeant Greg Stubbe, who was severely wounded in Afghanistan when a 1-pound piece of shrapnel shot through his hip, passed through his pelvis, and into his abdomen. Although you can't see the damage, Greg's reminded of his personal disabilities every day. But out here on horseback in British Columbia at Sawtooth Mountain Outfitters, this soldier felt nothing but capable when he took down a Shiras moose and is now eager to score a mule deer.
Come on. Get in. Come on, baby.
Cabin Recipes by Tim Abel. Tim wears his headlamp so we can see the food better.
Nice and crisp.
Yeah, it is.
Good hunting looker.
With my burns and other injuries, it created a little discomfort. But I think some of it, it was time for me to get over. And it's time for me to get back in the saddle, so to speak. We've been packing on horses, out and back, mile after mile. Whether it's leaving camp and scouting or going back to camp after a successful day in the wilderness.
We'll just walk down the trail here a little bit. We can look out across the ridge where the mule deer were last night.
Right.
Be careful because them grizzly bear tracks are down in there. So
they're all around us.
Watch out for them bears. Okay. Well, I think we'll find that buck we saw last night.
All right.
To get up this mountain and to deal with his pain that he goes through day by day, moment to moment, and never complains.
There's a little bit of pain, a little bit of resistance there. It's not as easy as it was, but it sure feels great to be out here doing it.
It's good to hear.
I've spent a lot of time back home in North Carolina sitting in tree stands hoping a big buck would come by, and it just doesn't happen. So I know what it feels like to spend a lot of time. And to be honest with you, I think that's a part of the experience.
Let me ask you this. You have this humbleness about what you've done, and I know that you don't consider yourself a hero, but in many people's eyes, you epitomize what our young men and women are going off to do.
Because as soldiers, we just don't think we should be described as heroes, because by our own assessment, we're willing to do anything necessary, anything, to win, accomplish the mission, and come home with honor. And so these things that we do that seem heroic to others are what we plan to do all along if necessary. And so we consider it our job. And yeah, we're proud of it, but we don't need to be heroes. We just want to come back home and be a part of it.
There's not a lot of people that are willing to toe the line and do that.
Well,
that's why you're heroes.
Thanks, Tim.
Hey, Greg, is that a moose over there? How often do you get to see that, Greg?
I've never seen this.
You saw it the other day when you shot one.
Yeah, but my heart was going like this. Now I get to watch. Wow. It's really great.
Stay tuned for the conclusion of Grateful Nation, when we'll learn if Sergeant Stubbe finds success with mule deer. Grateful Nation is brought to you by Federal Premium Ammunition. Every shot counts. And Beretta, 500 years, one passion. Sergeant First Class Greg Stubbe went from hell and back, but home at last. He's traveled to the hunting grounds of British Columbia, where after taking a Shiras moose, he's hot on the track of a mule deer.
After a long ride up into the hills, we did spot some mule deer again. And the closest we could get to any of them was just over 400 yards. Yeah, I can't tell the character of his antlers, but he's got them. We get after it and we try to get a better vantage point. And I start trying to climb these hills, and it's a bigger effort than I've been through since I got hurt. And I knew great physical fitness before that time as an operator on a Special Forces team. But now it's a little different, and it's really been a long time since I saw myself even doing it.
You see a shooter?
The buck is a shooter.
The buck is a shooter. You see him? He's getting up.
Yeah,
he's following those does.
You just gotta wait till he walks out a little bit out of them alders. You don't hit an alder bush.
He's still standing there, but he's gonna move, I think.
Okay.
There you go. Okay. He's at 404. 404. You got it?
Okay, 404 yards.
There's no wind.
Okay, what's the angle?
14 degrees.
14 degrees.
All right, you got a perfect broadside shot here. Is he good, Greg?
He's good.
Okay, I'm shooting, guys.
Okay.
All right.
Good shot. There you go. He's down.
Okay, he's down.
Wow.
Yeah.
That was a great shot, man. Good shooting, man.
Thank you very much. Thanks, Greg.
Good Army training.
Thanks, buddy. Appreciate it.
What kind of training?
Man, Army training. Army strong, baby.
A little bit farther up, I think.
Yeah, I think. There they are.
There they are.
Oh, man. Glad we had some help.
That was a ways down there.
Oh, man. Thank you so much. Thank you. Wow, fantastic. I can't believe how big this guy is. His neck is all swollen up. I guess that's the rut. Another long time for us, but he was broken off. People can talk about scores on racks. They can talk about body size. None of that matters to me. A good, clean harvest, bringing meat home to the table. Just very grateful.
I am honored to be here hunting with you.
Thank you, Tim.
Yeah, you are an inspiration to me. You are.
Wow. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. You guys have worked hard to have me out here.
Well, I tell you what, from what old Gregor says, we got to get humping because we bumped those grizzlies last night. You remember that? So we got to get humping those, right? Yeah. All right. We don't want to be on the menu tonight.
Negative.
All right, let's get moving.
It means so much. I've overcome so many obstacles, things I thought were obstacles. I've been focused on my capabilities instead of my disabilities.
Makes me feel good to be able to give a little bit something back to him for putting his life on the line.
This has really taken me to the next level where I really see myself doing all the things that I wanted to with my son.
Hey, keep your feet up.
He's a hero. He's someone who I'm very proud of. I think he's helped me become a better person.
If I could ever be half the guy that he is, I'd be very proud and honored.
It became not a destination for me, it became a springboard into the rest of my life. What a great hunting trip.
This has been a presentation of ESPN, the worldwide leader in sports. Want to learn more about donating a hunt to a veteran? Log on to ESPNOutdoors.com.